Hello, and welcome back to making a tabletop RPG in 30 days. We are on day 8. It's the weekend. I am doing it at a reasonable hour. This is going to be great. Um, I've actually had a good, nice, restful day, feeling kind of inspired. We'll see how that translates. Um, got some music going that you won't be able to hear, but I can. Um, I think I want to continue on random encounters today. I want to actually write these out. Maybe I'm not going to get through all of them, but we will get started, I think. So the way we'll do this is, yeah, let's just do this. We'll do, because the first one is going to be Eerie Calm. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Uh, Smooth. Um, but there is an eerie feeling in the air. Um, it, if the lookout is successful, uh, all characters may recover 1 card worth of health. As they enjoy some peaceful rest. What was the next one? Seance. Um, one of the player characters is trapped in a sudden trance as they are contacted from beyond the veil by an errant medium. Um, If the lookout is successful, then the there ends once the medium sever the connection after having asked their questions. If the lookout is unsuccessful, or if the group has no lookout, then generate another encounter with advantage. That will take place in the meantime. This could be interesting because there could be like a combat encounter where one character is trapped in a conversation for most of it. They have to like, can you please let me go? I think that's interesting. Jump scare. If the lookout is successful, nothing happens. If they are not, okay, so if they are not, all characters suffer must spend one card of soul. Yeah. The nature of the scare can be up to the GM, but it should be something sudden and horrifying. These are all like minor things. This one I have no idea what it's supposed to be. What would this be? What would Never Dream be? Something about the Dreamlands, obviously. It's not accessing the Dreamlands because it's like it would be the opposite of that sort of. Um, I think I want to change the core rules where the player characters don't have to eat or drink or sleep. I want them to have to do all those things. Actually, I do want like proper camping. Um, hmm, hmm. Um, hmm. You rest. You must test dreaming. If you fail, you cannot rest till you've cannot rest. If you succeed, succeed. Uh, um. See, you end this condition. Cool. Hmm. D encounters a lost soul that had somehow not been trapped by the if the players can convince the lost soul to come with them, they may attempt to trap it in the vault, which will be the thing you carry. What skill would that be? Would it be magics? Where's the skill list? Is it here? Ritual, maybe? With a successful ritual test. And all the encounter tests are made against the TN of the zone you're in. So if you're in a more dangerous zone, the tests are harder. Hmm. Oh, I forgot to put a clock up. Or was that intentional? I forget. Been recording for 21 minutes at the moment. So a third of the way through the sitting. Do I want to switch over and work on one of the other tables for a bit? Do I want to number them actually so they're easier to look up? I think that makes sense. Actually, we kind of want this as well. Oh, I love this song. Group of Reapers up to some task. Or if the player has Reaper in the party, they may join and find out what they are up to. Otherwise, this is an opportunity for the players to ask some questions. This is a combat encounter. That encounter. Against Easy. There is one enemy per player character. And unless they succeed on their security, they are ambushed. And this is a 7, of course. Oh, Death in the Realm of the Dead, Major Spectral Zone. Just do these quickly. The Great Bell tolls, Spectral Storm build-up, Major Adversary Spectre. Great Bell tolls, Spectral Storm build-up. Why can't I remember this? The Great Bell tolls. Spectral Storm build-up. Sorry, a band called Angel Spit kicked off on my Spotify shuffle, and I just it was very evocative while typing in that there's a boss battle in a game where you can play angels. Okay, Plague of Hope. You see a large procession? How do you spell that? I'm actually gonna Google that. Procession? Procession. Of trapped souls. They are docile and not dangerous, but will try to approach the party. They do not speak, but will try to reach out for help. And we'll try to take the vault, but are easily avoided. Touch the vault. Staying longer than moments in their presence. Will cause the players to suffer 1 card of soul damage. Mitch. Um, I can never remember what page the skill list is on. Here. It's on page 10. Okay, page 10. Hmm. Um, additionally, every or during every other encounter during this journey, all characters must succeed on a healing test or suffer another card of soul damage. This effect only goes away if all characters succeed on the healing test. So this one's like a lingering, really rough thing, but the effect itself is not overly dangerous. and tracks to follow. If they do, they encounter a hard enemy. But wounded. With half of remaining. If they choose to fight and defeat them, they find a second intact or damaged soul vault. Um, um, to reach the tower and defeat a hard enemy, or repeat this effect. Storm is a spectral storm is building. If Lookout was successful. It breaks out here. Once the players leave, if they were unsuccess, it breaks out immediately. Uh, to half the players each. Failure test. Cool. That's some good progress, I think. Are we on for time? 43 minutes. So we could get started on another one. This is like a quarter of the standard random encounter table. We need separates for Dreamlands and for the Hells, but I'm thinking I'd keep those at 13 and not do 52 for those, because you won't be traveling in them for that much. Maybe each realm has their own encounter table, but you only do like one step into them, except for Hell and sometimes Dreamland. Oh, I'm starting to yawn. Do we just continue this then? Hmm. Um, what do we do now? Do we just continue with this? I think we're starting to get a good base for what would be interesting for character abilities as well. Oh, nice. Spirit Box came on my Spotify. Secret Garden. Very good song. Yeah, why not? Why not just start with it? Yep, yep. Sorry, kind of slowing down a bit now. Peaceful. Kind of zone out there for a second. How do we do it? choose to take this path, it in a completely different part of the map. Choose where it takes them or randomly determine it as they wish. Hmm. Um, look at successful. They find some tracks. They can be followed with a successful wilderness test. If done so, the players will encounter a single hostile medium enemy beast. If it is defeated, they will encounter one less enemy the next time they generate an enemy encounter. Hmm. 55 minutes on the clock. Let's finish these. Tracks. The players find a set of tracks to follow. If they do so, generate a new encounter with advantage. See combat. if um, encounters a hunter locked in combat with a group of medium enemies. Yeah, 58 minutes on the clock. I think we'll wrap it up here then. We did some random encounters. We're starting to get some idea of what type of things the players will run into and what type of abilities that would be useful for these encounters. Um, I think once we finish the encounter table, we will move on to make the creature generator for our sort of ad hoc bestiary. That might be ambitious. Maybe it would be easier to have an actual bestiary, but I think an enemy generator would probably be good. It makes it more expansive as well, easier to homebrew. I want it to be very flexible for homebrewing. I thought I might move away from actually having a fantasy setting where with like elves and dwarves and orcs and stuff, and just leave it completely open to whatever the players want to add. I'm just generating the basic afterlife. They could add whatever they want. The I might even leave the god's name unnamed, or maybe not that far. Maybe I want to establish the actual afterlife, and you can just default run humans if you want. Or you could actually build up pantheons and stuff on your own. I think that could be very interesting. We'll see how it goes. I think we'll finish the entire random encounter table in the next few day or two. We got what 1.5 done today. Okay, so by tomorrow we should have 3 done, and then we do like the last one on Monday, and then we do the encounter generator thing on Tuesday. That sounds nice. I'm kind of busy on Monday, so it would be nice to not have that much hanging over ourselves. Yeah, this seems good. I had a good run today. Maybe didn't get a lot of progress on like adding new stuff, more expanding on what's already sort of established last session. Um, yeah, I'm happy with the progress. It's gonna be really nice to have this done, because once I get the map done, the encounters done, and oh right, we have the separate encounter tables as well. Maybe we'll do those next. So this week end will be just encounter tables, same Monday and maybe Tuesday. Then we do creature generation. Then we do maps probably next weekend. That might be it. Then we'd basically have the entire adventure module done. Then we need to flesh out the character creation, and then we write some lore, add some actual combat mechanics. That will probably be quite simple, and then we're basically done with the essential parts of the game. So we could just add some stuff, flesh some things out. Yeah, I think this will be quite good. I'm happy with this. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll wrap it up here. Catch you tomorrow.